Hello and welcome to the channel everybody. This time around we'll be talking about Sea of Thieves' newest adventure, the 9th so far with only 1 week to go. Let's get into it.
The Festival of the Damned is drawing near, but there are many out on the seas who have no time to celebrate. After all, if the servant of the flame and his devoted reapers succeed in their scheme, Captain Flameheart will soon make his triumphant return. While this is going on, Belle and her companions are risking everything to prevent Flameheart's resurrection and make sure that the infamous Skeleton Lord never regains his corporeal form. It's obvious that Captain Flameheart and his supporters have been planning for a long time in order to revive their infamous leader. Before the Reaper's hideout was finished, dark relics were collected and Old Boot Fort Island was transformed into a ritual location to perfect the art of calling spirits from the Sea of the Damned. Flameheart wasted little time in sending out hazardous Ashen Lords and organising ghost ship armadas to threaten the Sea of Thieves once his soul had been let loose by an unwitting Captain Pendragon. Although he himself was little more than a phantom bystander in these battles, Captain Flameheart could only do so much while trapped outside the Veil. However, the elements are now in position to enable a ceremony that will revive Flameheart's corporeal form. Although the cunning warmonger might have other goals in mind that not even the Servant of the Flame is aware of, this could allow him to take control of the Reaper's bones. There is no longer a chance to stop the Reaper's ritual, but as the adage goes, if you can't beat him, join him. While preparing their own version of the ceremony in Shipwreck Bay, Belle and Pendragon will try to summon Flameheart by themselves, luring him away from his awaiting body so that his spirit can be exiled in its place. Unfortunately for Pendragon, his involvement in this desperate plan has endangered his own soul. If the Reapers are successful and Flameheart is revived, Sir Arthur will be left alone in the deepest part of the Sea of the Damned, far away from Belle's reach and help. Controlling Flameheart's sea forts, which are now burning with the 6 flames of fate, is essential for victory, because it will turn the entire Sea of Thieves into one enormous Fort of the Damned. There are many bewitching dolls in these forts, strong dark relics that depend on who the pirate chooses to deliver them to, can help Belle and the servant in their respective rituals. Different crews will approach the impending battle in different ways. In the end, their choice will determine whether Flameheart or Pendragon will be standing tall on the Sea of Thieves in the week to come. This is where our story begins. Will Delph's fate also be sealed by the events of the Return of the Damned? Let's find out. She sets sail across the Sea of Thieves in search of power and wealth when an enemy approaches. The battle is long and arduous, the roaring of cannons fire between both parties. However, Delph lands a fatal blow. Take that, you boneheaded scum! Another fatal blow impedes down on the enemy ship. She smirks to herself in success. The enemy maneuvers into position to try and get the upper hand, but Delph is very witted and the enemy does not know what she has up her sleeve. Phantom cannonballs. She laughs to herself knowingly. The enemy pirates try to peel away to regain strength. Therefore, Delph curls her sails in order to get a better angle and take advantage. However, by the time that she looks over at her enemy, their ship is sunk. Delph decides to meet a friend at a local tavern. They share one too many grogs and stories. He tells her of Pendragon and Flameheart's inevitable battle across the Sea of Thieves. I've decided to join forces with Pendragon. You what? How could you? The room starts to sway, and she can feel vomit approaching. This does not stop her from drawing her sword. With vomit on her face, she swings her sword from side to side at her friend. Driven to madness after mutinies and constant warmongering, was on the verge of ending it all by committing her friend to the Sea of the Damned. If you join forces with Pendragon, I shall kill you where you stand. Their swords clash at each other, both dealing wounds that will need fixing with a banana or two. However, one last swing of her sword and her friend is down. She doesn't turn around, as immediate guilt follows her. Consumed with guilt, she drunkenly returns to her boat in order to sleep. She drifts off into a deep,
dream-like state. In her dream, she is drowning. Unsure why, that is until a figure appears. Flameheart. He offers her salvation.
Delph, I can offer you salvation. In exchange for purpose, trust, and a place at my side.
Delph, finally seeing a ray of sunshine at sea, has joined hands with the Skeletal Lord and his not-so-merry band. Her soul is now lost. She heads to Reaper's hideout and positions her boat to the port side just north of the island. After landing on Reaper's hideout, she speaks to the Servant of the Flame. He gives her orders and she diligently accepts.
Shall unchain the seas. Excellent. The time is...
She is provided with a Reaper's Sea Fort flag, which she takes to her boat. It's not long before she finds herself in battle with one of Bell and Pendragon's followers. She lands many blows, but equally, the enemy is matching her with every cannon fired.
Oh my god, who put these cannons on this ship? I'm having a word. Ah, the storage crate. Ha! You missed, you foolish Flameheart follower.
Ha! I did not miss. I think you need a mirror. The battle rages on with no end in sight until Delph manages to board the enemy boat near a captured Bell and Pendragon fort.
I see you're wearing your favorite pajamas for this fight.
Yes, they are my favorite pajamas. And what of it?
Won't help you win though.
Are you sure about that? I think you've met your match.
Where did you go? I can't see you. Oh, I have succumbed to the noodle arm.
Delph manages to defeat the ancient sea fort priest as well as the Soul Flame captain. She raises the Reaper's flag proudly in Flameheart's name. So, do you stand with Flameheart or do you stand against him? With only 1 week to go, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Until next time.